Hello, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. Um, it's time for tarot scopes. Sorry. We're going to be doing the tarot scopes for the sign of Leo. That's Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising for the month of July 2024. Well, I'm telling you, these months are just flying by. And so astrologically, as we move into July, the sun, of course, is in the sign of Cancer. Cancer is your 12th house in your sort of solar chart. And so this very often, this is a time of low energy for Leo, even though, interestingly enough, the sun is at its highest peak. It isn't until the sun moves into Leo that perhaps you start to feel more energized. The sun moves into Leo on the 22nd of July. We do have Mercury move into Leo on the 2nd, and Venus move into Leo on the 11th. So we have Mercury and Venus move in before the sun does into Leo. But as it moves into Leo, it is making an opposition to Pluto. And so oppositions are points of awareness. When we're dealing with Mercury, we're dealing with our mind. So there can be a need for a real depth of understanding when it comes to and a real sort of hard look at perhaps how you can share your gifts and your light with humanity, which is definitely in search for light. And then when Venus moves into Leo on the 11th and opposes Pluto on the 12th of July, there can be some power struggles within your relationship. So be aware of that. It can get a little bit obsessive. It can get a little dicey. Leo is a fixed fire sign. You know what you love, and you love fiercely, and you tend to be very loyal. So there can be a realization around a friendship, perhaps, but it could just be any kind of realization when it comes to relating. It doesn't have to be a friend. It could be an enemy, right? All right, so we have a beautiful day here today. I'm doing this in June. It's June, and we've had such a lovely spring here. I'm just a little nervous it's going to get too hot. Oh God, not a hot weather person really. I'm using the Tarot of the Spirit for you. So let's see what we start with here. We start with the Father of Fire. The Father of Fire. This is the King of Wands. This is about having dominion over your spiritual understanding. The King of Fire is somebody who moves forward on their beliefs, on what they understand, on their connection to the divine. It's very fierce. There's a very fierce energy. The king actually is an Aries energy, which is also a fire energy. So there is a little bit more of a sense of impulsivity, perhaps, as we start this month. Your challenge is control. So this is a highly energetic, perhaps angry when frustrated energy. And the challenge is, how do I focus my intention? So there's a lot of energy to be had. Your challenge is how to focus it so you can manifest what you want to manifest. The Magnus or the Magician as a crossing card could also indicate that there's somebody in your life that's trying to control you. Underneath it, we have Still Waters. This is the 8 of Cups in this deck. My mom used to always say, still waters run deep, Vicky. If they don't say anything, then you should start to worry. Don't worry when they say stuff. It's when they're not saying it. Okay. She was Sicilian, so I take her word for it. Stillness, still waters. You're kind of at a place where you're trying to make a decision about if it's still worth it. Whatever you're thinking, and it could be relational, but this card really speaks to finding things that feed your soul. And if it doesn't feed your soul, perhaps it's time to move on. So that's sort of an underlying energy. It may or may not be conscious on your part. We have the Ace of Wands in the past. This could be the recent past. This is a Leo card, actually. It's a new explosion of energy and a new explosion of creativity. Okay. In the sky, we have the Six of Wands. This is a victory card. It's called Glory here. But you can see that it's growing out of rather chaotic soil. This card really is a card that speaks of being victorious in a situation, but not without its sacrifices, not without its challenges. In order to get to this place, a lot had to come before, and it's a victory of sorts, but it's not always as satisfying as you imagined it would be. In the immediate future, we have the Seven of Water. This is about seeing beyond the illusion, seeing beyond the illusion. And so this is requiring us to raise our vibration up. We want to come from a higher place, from here, okay, as opposed to our lower chakras, which are which are not going to be clear. When you're in your lower chakras, you're in the soup here. But when you're in your third eye, you rise above. So this is about rising above the illusions and delusions, rising above the emotionality of the moment. That is what you are required to do at this time in this month. How it's seen from the outside, the Empress, this is great fertility and manifestation. People see you as a manifester and somebody who's very abundant. Domestic situation, Mother Earth, Mother Earth. I would say spend a lot of time in your garden if you have one. Go to the park if you don't. Even if you want to just go to a place that sells plants, or buy yourself a plant, you need to be in peaceful. You need to be in a peaceful place, like here at the Seeds of Transformation. Every morning I walk through the garden, that and share it with you and talk about astrology. But I'm a Leo. I have a Leo rising. But you know, people enjoy it and they say that they really like it. But I do it for you, of course, because I want to share what I know. I want to shine my light. But for me, it's therapeutic as well. Every day it forces me to go out. Not that it's a big force. It's easy force. In fact, if I'm not in front of the computer working, usually outside, walking around, taking pictures, or walking around and just enjoying nature, right? That's vital for you this month. And it's your domestic situation. So find a place close to home where you can commune with nature, because it's going to help you to see beyond the confusion and the craziness. Okay, so know that. Hopes and fears. New beginnings, so we had this in the past, the Ace of Air, and now we have the Ace of Earth. So you want to start a new project. You're hoping that you can get that off the ground. And the outcome is the Star. What a beautiful card. The best, oops. Can't tell on this one. The best card in one of the best cards in the deck. This is inspiration. This is meditation. So it's the spirit is saying, meditate, take the time, go into nature and commune, and the answers will come to you, and you will have a vision. And this is a vision of the future. This is a vision. It's an Aquarius card. So it's in a vision of raising all boats. It's a vision of making the world a better place. It's a vision of sharing your light with others to make the world a better place. So it's really quite a positive card. So really, all right, let's see what's underneath it. Okay. This is the work you're here to do, the great work, the 10 of Earth, the 8 of Earth, the mountain. You're climbing the mountain. You're climbing the mountain, and Temperance, healing, but really not getting caught up in extremes. It's so very important that you don't get caught up in extremes. this month, that you walk the straight and narrow, and that you take care of your body and your mind and your heart and your soul. Um, eat well, drink a lot of water, don't do a lot of, things that you know are not good for you. Hike, perhaps hike up the mountain, do the good work. Um, the world is a crazy place. You don't have to be crazy. Okay. All right, let's pick a rune. Mm, Urus. Urus. This is about health. It's about taking care of your health, but it's also about being healthy. So this month especially, you need to do things for yourself that will bring you good health and strength. So if you're feeling a little weak, if you're feeling that you're more tired than usual, perhaps you need to stop drinking coffee, and perhaps you need to, do something else, drink more water, get a little more exercise. And that exercise perhaps needs to be early in the morning before it gets too hot. Um, yeah, I like that. Good health, good health. Leo rising. I'm happy to pull that one out. All right, everyone, have yourself a great month. Like and subscribe if you would. If you'd like a reading with me, I do have availability. I do a combination of astrology, numerology, and Kabbalah. It's a very unique reading. Most people really enjoy it, and I find it very helpful. As I like to say, self-knowledge is the gift that keeps on giving. It's nice to be recognized for who you truly are. Have yourself a great month, and I will see you again next month. All the links for readings and the like are down below. Take care, everyone. Namaste.